Here's the setup for double and sale number 2. Now, this is a play you're really only going to call in two scenarios. One, where you want to quick hike your opponent, not allow them a lot of time to adjust, or if you're expecting a blitz. And we'll go over both scenarios here. So all you're really going to do is streak B, flat Y. That's the only changes to the play. Now, an optional hot route would be to drag X. That's really only if you expect a super heavy blitz that might come in very quickly. You want to get the ball out quicker. So the drag's going to cut a little bit faster than the in route might. That's the only reason why you might make a change to it. Otherwise, those are the only two hot routes you're going to do. And this play is very effective against the blitz because you have so many different hot reads. The seam streak can be a hot read, the flat can be a hot read, the in route, the taper route, and the corner route. All five are pretty much all hot reads against the blitz. And then it's really good from a quick hike perspective because you have quick routes that you can throw if your opponent's not on guard for them, right? So the taper route's a perfect example. If they have cloud flats out there, you're going to be able to throw the taper route very quickly. If they don't have cloud flats out there, you can throw the corner route against almost any coverage other than man-to-man against it. You can throw the streak pretty quickly in the seam against cover 2 and cover 3 if they're not using it. A lot of different things you can do. We'll go over that here. So this is just a stock cover 3. If they don't shade anything in the cover 3 and they leave the purples and they don't have any cloud flats out there, you can throw this corner route against cover 3. So this is just regular cover 3. You see right there, easy catch on the sidelines. Now we'll just baseline press the cover 3. That's about the best you can do against it. The deep blue's outside. And this is still going to get over in time over the purple and underneath the deep blue for you to throw it. And that's also with 85 medium route running. So it actually looked a little bit tighter than it was there. I'll throw it again here and show you that it's actually not usually that tight. This is with 85 medium route running on all Madden, which is the same as 90 on all pro. You get that fast cut. So it's actually getting to the sidelines faster than a player with less route running, which means it's getting to that deep blue faster. And you see right there, a little bit less tight of a window, gets to the sidelines. You don't have to worry about that throw. You're going to be able to make it. And that's with Richard Sherman, who's very fast reacting zone player in reg. So really effective corner route. Now, if they do put cloud flats, that's when you can start to throw the taper route really effectively against that. So we're just starting on this right side here. We'll work our way back to the left routes. Again, if you stay in bounds there, not like I do, you can pick up 8, 9, 10 yards pretty easily against any cloud flats. So we'll go to Tampa 2 now, and it's going to be pretty much the same thing. If they have a cloud flat out there, just take your table. If they have a hard flat out there, take the corner route. So that's with the cloud flat, and I got a really bad rack there, but if you get a good rack animation, it's pretty much going to be 8, 9, 10 yards again from that table route. So I'll go to Tampa 2 and I'll shade down now. And you're going to see this corner route's going to get over to the sidelines, get over the hard flat. That's a free 20 yards, right? So that's that. It's just very quick. So if they haven't adjusted much, maybe they haven't manned up the tight end yet the way that they wanted to, that corner route is going to be really easy for them. Now we'll start to work the left side of the reads. So they're going to cover 3, just like this. That seam streak's going to be open for you. So you see that it's open in the seam, just throw it straight ahead. Possession catch, get your free 10 to 15 yards. Obviously, if they're using over there, you don't want to risk that read, but a lot of the time you might see, say this is their user, say this is your user, and they'll just sprint at the table route to take it away. If they put a cloud flat, they know the table route's going to be a lot of that, so they'll sprint down, and that's when you can take the seam away. So that's a read for you. Now, if they go to cover 2, if they're in Tampa 2 here, the seam streak's going to be open. And everything got messed up here just because of my different audibling. So I'm actually just going to hike and quickly get out of bounds. Because if you audible too much, especially in practice mode, it actually just messes up your coverage. So we'll go to Tampa 2 now. You're going to see the seam streak's going to be a wide open pass. Now, if they're not using the mid read, which is usually what they actually will use if they're in a cover 2, but just say they're not, it'll follow the streak for a little bit, make you throw it a little bit later. But you can throw that down the sidelines. And if you have a super fast player there, it can actually be a touchdown, especially in MUT. If you have a really fast player, you're going to be able to get a big gain on that. Now we'll go to Tampa 2 and we'll actually get rid of the mid read because that's usually what they're going to be using. And again, we'll just act like they're going to bite down on that table route. You can throw that seam streak very, very quickly. The vert hook's distracted by the flat and the in route on the left side. So you can throw that seam streak. So that's another quick read for you. Now let's start to get in the blitz scenario. So if they're in cover 3 and they're blitzing, say they blitz this purple, you can throw that table route. Of course, I don't even need to show it to you. If they send the purple, the taper route's going to be 20 yards. Now, if they get this re-purple here, maybe they blitz from, let's just say they overload blitz, something like this, right? This isn't necessarily a blitz that people would do this setup, but maybe they're blitzing their purple. I just want to show you that scenario. Maybe they just put a vert hook. Maybe this is their blitz, right? Or they, like I said, maybe they're overload blitzing. One or the other, it doesn't really matter. You're watching that left side. You're expecting a blitz. If you see there's no flat outside, you can throw that flat and try to get upfield. Now, I didn't get a good rack animation. I'll show you that you can, in different scenarios, get a better rack than that. So But again, all you're really trying to show here is that if they are blitzing you, that's another hot read for you. It's probably the least one I throw. I probably would just take the in route. But if you do throw that, you can stay in, get up 8, 9, 10 yards, right? That's another hot read for you. That's why this play is so effective against the blitz. Now if they're in Tampa 2 here, let's just go Tampa 2, move this deep blue out. Say they're blitzing their vert hook. This is something people would do out of 146. They blitz from right here. And it just looks like that. If you see them blitzing that player, and there's nothing on that left side, no yellows, anything like that, you take that backside in route. If you rack it up, you might get some 10, 15 yards, maybe make one person miss. You'll have some space. That's another quick read on the backside. So you have so many different reads here. And obviously, I don't even need to show the right side. If they're in Tampa 2 and they blitz this vert hook, and they have a cloud flat out there, you can throw the table route very quickly. Something I do want to show you, though, is let's just act like they're blitzing like this. And this is their user. They're using this backside right here. Just made it up the seam streak to pretend like the user is guarding that. You can actually throw this corner route. That's not what I want to show. I wanted to show with a hard flat. Sorry about that. So if you shade, obviously, if they don't shade down, you take the table route, which is what I've already explained. But if they are in Tampa 2 and they're shaded down, and they're blitzing right off here, just like this, what you can throw is this corner route really quickly. So they're taking away the seam streak. You can throw that right on the break before it even gets out to the sidelines. You don't have to wait for it to get over the hard flat. There's no vert hook there. The vert hook's what takes it away before the cut. And then the cloud flat's what takes it away after the cut. So actually, I need to re-enter the replays here, I think. But if they get rid of their cloud flats, they're shaded down, you can already see that it's not guarded by that. You can throw that right there on the cut, and you don't have to worry about any blitz. The blitz is not going to sack you quicker than that. I'll tell you that right now. You're going to be able to get that pass off if you make the read. And then last time here, I already showed you if they blitz that vert hook and they leave their cloud flat. Sorry, go to Tampa 2 here. They blitz that player there and leave their cloud flat. That's when you take the table route. So completely up to you. So if you make your reads, if they leave the cloud flat, it's going to follow the corner route for a second. You take that table route for many yards. Something I do want to say, I already talked about the baseline press. This is the last thing I'll show. I already talked about the baseline press a lot. A little bit, actually. Sorry. A little bit at the beginning of the video. But if they baseline press and blitz, that's when you can actually still take that vert hook. Excuse me, throw that corner route on the break without that vert hook there. Because the cloud flat won't get over there in time. But a lot of the time, people are just going to press. I don't see a ton of people baseline pressing against trips tight end. Simply because if you baseline press, you have to move this outside corner back. It just takes too much time. So you're going to see a lot of press. And with that, you're just making the read. Table route, corner route on the right side. Reading that backside if there's any vert hooks or anything like that for your in route or your seam streak. But very effective play for the quick hike and against the blitz.